Sorry for the background noises. I have my fan on. So for Friday I did poses. For the first art style, I did two different art styles, by the way. For the first one, I just did a really basic one. I got an idea off of Pinterest because it popped up. So I was like, whatever, let's draw this. So I did. It was really basic steps. It was just really telling me like how to do it. I didn't really like the feet, so I just ended up redoing them as best as I could. But yeah, I didn't really draw any clothes on this. It's just like practice. I filmed like this because I was in my living room / dining room because it's like low-key connected. I don't know how to explain it. But I was just on the table like drawing, and I had like my phone in one hand, and then I was just drawing with my other hand. My hair was down, so you will be seeing my hair like a lot for this one. But yeah, and so I was just drawing. So for the second art style, I'm just gonna call it a chibi art style because I don't know what it's called. So like, yeah. But I was just drawing random poses, and there was like 4 standing up, and then I think there was like 2 sitting down. Maybe there was 3 sitting down. I don't remember actually. record myself drawing these, but these are just some of the drawings I did. It's day 2, Saturday. So I started off with drawing butterflies, old butterflies I drew for my art class. I did this one, it was purple, and I made it with watercolor. I really like this one. I kind of just messed up like everywhere, and yeah, I wanted to see if I could like bring that watercolor effect type shit, like in like a sketch, but I didn't really do that. I was just like sketching it, I guess, and it was low-key smudged, so I kind of smudged it, but I kind of like it like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it like that. And then the second one was cardboard, like a really thin cardboard with bubble wrap on it. It was like from a package thingy, like one of those little ones that come in the mail, for like glass. It had bubble wrap on it, and I like drew on it because, like, think about it, you can't really draw the same butterfly like the same because it's like not really, it's not really it. So anyway, I drew a butterfly. It was gonna still turn out like a butterfly. Like, that's simple. The third one I did was watercolor, and it was like flying away. I kind of messed up on the size, like the sizes of wings, and they're like really spread out. But like, you know what? It's kind of cute. I also didn't like the designs I did for the inside, but I was like, you know what? Whatever. We're just gonna redraw that, but not like make it better. Redraw, just like redrawing it as the way I saw it. But yeah, I don't know why, but every time I feel like I'm drawing something, it always seems to like mess me up or something, I don't know. Like, every time I redraw something from one of my sketches, it feels like I'm making it worse, or like it doesn't look good anymore, And people say practice makes perfect, right? But like, I don't feel like I'm doing that, like, genuinely. Right now I'm picking like 3 more to do because I like them, like 3 ones that I want to do. So this one was on one of those scratch cards, I didn't know what to use for this one, but the markers I used on this one and the bubble wrap one was like these Sharpie based water markers. I don't really know, they were like acrylic type, I would say. Like, they felt like that. They were like really easy to do. The second one, well, this one, I mean, I used charcoal, so I went to get my charcoal, and I was like sketching it out because I wanted to see if I could do that, but I was like, whatever, you know what, we're just gonna free ball it because I already fucked it up. So basically, I didn't realize this until a while, but I was actually using a blending pencil, and so I went to go get that. Yeah, you can see me walking in the background. And yeah, so that's what I did. You can see it's like smudged like a lot because my hands were covered in charcoal that day because I was like messing with that shit like left and right. Anyways, I was trying to get like more, cleaned up, but I was like, whatever. You know what? Whatever. We're just gonna smudge this even more, I guess. I don't really care. Next was this one, and it was more like a dotsy one. I used like these little chalk paint markers. I don't really know what they were called. They were like those little fat ones. They're really easy to use. They're like giant crayons, but they were like really simple to do. That's why I like lightly sketched it because it was like scribbled and everything. But yeah, so here's my butterflies. So I decided to draw Foxy for my next one. If it sounds louder to the fan, it's because I'm sitting like right behind it, and it's so hot in here, like I will die if I don't have it on. Anyways, I'm just sketching like the basic parts down. The reason why that second one is lower is because I didn't know where to put the eye patch. Yeah, here's the reference. I keep forgetting to save references, by the way. But yeah, anyways, just enjoy drawing Foxy. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it short for this drawing. I had no idea what the heck to draw, so I was like literally out of ideas. I kept adding to it, thinking that it was gonna make it look better, but nah, it didn't. Like, I just hate this drawing with a passion. Like, everything was going so bad. I hated every little moment of this, and I was like, heck no, I'm not doing this. But I ended up finishing it, obviously. But jeez Louise. Never again in my life. Never again am I doing this. Because, oh my gosh. It was such a pain of drawing. But anyways, I hope y'all like it. I just really, really hate it though. Okay, so for like my last drawing of today, aka Saturday, I was messing with my charcoal. I was making random shapes, and I ended up making this one. I was like, oh look, it looks like an eye. So I started messing with it and tried to make it into an eye. So I'm just playing with it at this point, like trying to figure out where I want it. And yeah, I added white for that because I was like, okay, whatever, maybe I'm just gonna focus on that. So I did. It's day 3, Sunday. So for this one, this is an OC I currently made. Like, I showed her first designs in day 1, I believe. And so basically, I based her off like a gothic girl who's like really into clown makeup, but she's like really girly, you know? She has poofy ass hair. Her eyes are like doe eyes, but of course she wears like the thick, cute eyeliner. She has piercings, obviously. I was gonna go for like a choker or a necklace, but I didn't like the way it looked on her, so no jewelry for her around her neck. I really like this one. I really like the stripes. I love how the shirt is like tight but loose at the same time, and it honestly amazes me, like how good it looks. For the next page, I decided to practice fonts and stuff like that. So basically, I was listening to music and I decided, I'm just gonna write either the artist's name or the song on the page, and that's what I did. I'm pretty sure there are more artists than there is song titles, but I might be wrong about that. I did Justin Bieber, Kesha. I did Hot Wings from that movie Rio, and there was Pitbull, Usher, DNCE, there was SOS by Rihanna, and there was like Betty by Young Gravy. I know that for sure, because I was like panicking to get that one done. And so there was just a lot of songs, and I was so happy I did this as like a practice, because it helped me so much to know what the heck I was doing, to go around other letters and stuff, to like just, do my own thing. But anyways, enjoy this. I probably don't even know how to pronounce half of these artists' name or their songs correctly, but whatever. It's whatever. I don't really care. But yeah. For my last page on this day, I decided to make like a little fire using charcoal, of course. And basically, I wanted to see if I could give it like a little glowing effect. I was struggling so badly, but honestly, this was so much to do. Like, it was so much fun to do. And yeah, if you see cuts, like clearly cuts, it's because my phone fell a couple times, because I was like, it was so hard for it to like blend in that I was like aggressively blending it into my sketchbook, that it was shaking the table, and my phone fell like a bunch. But it's okay, it didn't break or anything, so I'm good. But yeah. Happy Monday. So my fan is still on, obviously, because it's so hot in my room this summer. And so I did 4 drawings, not including this one, because this one was a practice. The materials I used are listed with the ones I used them in, but I'm really happy with the way the drawing and the colors came out. I didn't really care what I was drawing, but I am so happy with my color choices and everything. Anyways, enjoy. So, I really like the way all of my artwork came out today. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I really just want y'all to enjoy it, so just enjoy. Happy Friday! I started off by sketching this little elf goblin. I don't really know, but I thought she came out cute, and then I ended up doing a little sketch afterwards. Then this Spider-Man, I didn't really like it. I honestly hated it so much, but near the end, I was like, I'm okay with this. Then this last one, I was painting, and I was like, I don't like it. I do like it. I messed up. Blah, 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 blah. So many hesitations are in this, but I low-key like the way it came out at the end.